If you only had one workout to do for the rest of your life, what exercises would you pick? More about that on today's competence video. Hey, welcome to our competence video here at Goat Sports. My name is Adrian Skeppy, and together with me is my colleague, Coach Martin Stranta. And today we're going to talk about our favorite workouts, maybe. But if we only could do one workout for the rest of our lives at the gym,
That's a good question.
what would it be?
How many exercises can we choose?
Well, you know what? We need to put some rules to it. So
Yes.
that's good. We need to kind of keep it so it's not too big of a session, and that it.
So we can't have 20 exercises.
No, I would say maybe 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
Keep it there.
Yes.
You can mix them however you want. But if you just like now think about those exercises, what would you pick?
So just a fast one.
Fast
I would
version,
do-
whatever comes from your heart.
Okay, I would do some sort of lunge, probably a kettlebell front rack lunge to get in some posture.
Okay.
I would do a sumo deadlift with a barbell.
All right.
I would do some kind of press, probably a shoulder press. So I'm seated on a ball and then a single arm shoulder press. I would do that for my shoulder, for my core as well. And I would do a single arm pull, preferably in the cable. Okay, so a single arm pull for the back, for the posture, of course. And then I do running. So some type of running, either intervals or a longer form of run.
You kept it very square, but I really like that you put in the running. I did not think about cardiovascular exercise, but
What's your take?
okay, I'll just jump into it. So my first exercise would be, well, as you guys will find out, it's a lot of Swiss ball.
All right.
So the first one would be on the Swiss
Is that
ball.
a Pilates ball? Like the round big thing?
Exactly. So the huge gym ball that you see, that it's usually like in the corner with a lot of dust
It's not
on
really
it.
great pumped in the gym.
No, usually they're like a little fat boy where you can sit down and just sink into it.
Yeah.
So hopefully a very well-equipped Swiss ball that is pumped to the right measurements.
Yes.
But all right, on the Swiss ball, it's called a low bridge to pike.
That's a good one.
So you work all body, you get some shoulders, you get the core, and you kind of, I get my all cylinders fired on that one, firing. And then I'll have on the ball, I'll do a single hand press. So I get the press section for the front. And then I will stand up and do a bent over row with a dumbbell. So I have kind of upper body.
One dumbbell?
One dumbbell I would put. So I get to use a little bit more core in that as well. Then I'll go over to the lower body and I would do walking lunges. And then I would superset that. So I would do that directly after the lunges with some Romanian deadlifts, single leg.
Nice.
To finish off, I would say the reverse sit-up on the ball. You know, where you have like the wall bars and you hold on to that.
Yeah.
But then you did say a cardio, but I
There's a lot of core in your exercise.
It's a lot.
In your workout.
You know what? I think that's what we need to do a lot to make sure that everything is functional. But now when you give me that tip, I would actually do something for the cardiovascular as well. And I would say either running or biking, whatever suits the individual.
Yeah.
But something to get the heart pumping. Absolutely.
Well, of course we need that. We need to target the upper body, the lower body, the core, and the heart and lungs as well. So, and like, do you think you should have a squat? No, none of us said squat. Why didn't you say a squat exercise?
It's a good question.
Yeah.
I feel that a lunge could, if you only have one workout to do.
Yeah.
My take is that you want to keep it as versatile as you can, and that means like working more like one side with the other.
Yeah.
Because I think that it converts a lot more to everyday life. We usually take more steps like up and down the stairs or going someplace than we do squats.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying that, well, if I only had to choose one, if I got to choose two, then squat would definitely, like, I would choose a deadlift or the squat one of the days, and I would do the lunges or anything else the other day.
Yeah.
But I would say that just for me, it feels like that conversion to everyday life is greater. So that's why.
Yeah.
What was your take? Because you did put the deadlift in.
Exactly.
Why did you pick that?
The deadlifts?
Yeah.
I mean, picking up something from the floor is something that I see that we do every day, and being like really strong in your glutes, lower back, and just your grip strength, it's important. for everyday life. So that's why I chose the sumo deadlift, just so you get a wider stance, your back is more protected, and you use a lot of your legs.
What I found was very fun, that our workouts are completely different, but we did kind of grasp in lower body,
Yes,
upper body. It was both pushing something away from us, pulling something towards us.
exactly.
Lifting something from the ground, putting it back down. And then of course working the core, but we did it in two completely different ways.
Yes.
And also the cardiovascular, getting our pulse going.
Yeah.
So I think that there is no right or wrong to this. And I think what they need to take with us is that, well, we need to work in those patterns that we live.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Some type of lunge, some type of push, some type of pull, some type of hinge movement like a deadlift, and some gait, like running or that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And we need to maybe put some emphasis for them at home, is that there is no right or wrong in choosing equipment or choosing an exercise. It's just making sure that whatever gets done is usually the best thing to do. And if you like a kettlebell over a dumbbell, you choose that. If you like the barbell over the cable machine,
Yeah.
you choose that.
And if you don't have a cable machine, use a rubber band. So
Exactly. So just to round everything up then, well, what you guys can take with us is that you need to put yourself into context, of course, and you put in exercises that works upper body, lower body. You need to work something that we push away from our body, that pulls us to our body, and something that we lift from the ground and put back down. And besides that, getting our hearts racing as well. Now we both picked like either riding a bike or running, but you could actually do that with equipment as well. You could take kettlebells and do kettlebell swings for a period of time, and that kind of gets the heart racing as well. But it's a fun take, and I think that we need to just find our way of doing it, but put ourselves in this situation that, okay, if I would do one thing for the rest of my life, what would it be? And if you actually have an answer to that, then there's no excuses not to continue working out for the rest of your life. So stay tuned for more competence video with us, and follow us on all our platforms, and we'll see you next week. And until then, take care.